Hi everyone, we are going to discuss this clinical test. What is the general solution for this differential equation? As you can see, this is differentiation and this is integration. So differentiation and integration can cancel each other this process, remaining e negative 2xy. Then the right hand side integrate. Here we have a one constant here respect to x, so means is x. So y will be divided with e negative 2x. Together c also divided with e negative 2x. So when you divide e negative 2x power, when you write it negative, it will become x e to x. So for this c will e to the power of 2x because at denominator power negative. So therefore we have option C where this e to x is factorized up, remaining x plus c. Determine the arbitrary constant of the dE cosecant, which is 1 over sine x dy dx cos square y. So we rearrange dy dx as a subject. So cos square y will times with sine x. Look at our variable here where y and x can be factorized completely in one bracket here means this dE can be solved by separable method. So we rearrange the cos y to the left hand side will be 1 over cos square y dy, then sine x dx. So integrate both sides. So integrate 1 over cos square will be better. We change it to secant square. Then we can integrate by using formula. So integrate secant square. Our formula gives us back to the answer tangent y. Integrate sine x, it gives us negative cos x, then plus c. So the upper constant here is referred to c. Then we substitute where x equals to pi and y equals to 0. So tangent 0 equals to 0. Then cos pi plus c. So c is equals to cos pi. So c is negative 1. Next, find the integrating factor for this dE. So first, when we involving integrating factor, we must start with standard form where dy dx as a first term. So this dE need to divide by x. So when you divide by x, we can see the coefficient of y will be negative 2 per x. To find integrating factor, this is formula Vx equals to E integrate Px dx. So to integrate this, negative 2 we factorize out. Integrate 1 over x, it will give us ln x. To simplify this, the coefficient in front of the logarithm, we use the properties of log, move back, it will become power. So e ln can be cancelled, x power of negative 2, which is 1 over x squared. So this is integrating factor. Number 7, given our current equation is a particular solution of a series of circuit, what happens when the current if t approximate infinity? So current solution here is 2 minus e to the power of negative 4t. So power of negative, we rearrange back to the denominator part. So when t approximate infinity means t getting bigger, for 40t it will become infinity. So 40t also getting infinity. So continue. So e to the power of infinity will be getting infinity. 2 minus 1 over infinity. When 1 over infinity, it will approximate to 0. So therefore, it will be remaining 2. Given that Pt equals to 1000 EKT is a growth rate of bacteria in a culture, find the K if the bacteria increase 1041 after 4 hours. So means T equals to 4, P is equal to 1041. So substitute into our solution there. So that is the K we want to find. So to find this, we divide back 1000, become 1.041 equals to E for K. So we move back the exponential, it will become ln 1.04 for K. So K will be 1 over 4 ln of 1.041. So by using your calculator, it will give you 0.01. So this is our answer. Our next question, which of the following are separable variable in differential equation? So means that if we want to use separable method, we have to let dy dx as a subject. Then we can see our unknown y and s, they are in factorized completely. Y will be in its factor and then x will be in its own factor. So we have to rearrange for dy dx as a subject. So you can see x can be simplified. So 3 over 4x factor of x, y power of 4 factor of y. So this one is separable variable. Then number 2, when we having dy dx as a subject, then e to x minus y. So for this case, we can notice that our y variable cannot factorize out and our x variable also cannot factorize out. So this is not separable variable. Then number 3, x squared y prime means dy dx. So we let dy dx as a subject. So it will be 5xy, move back the 3y, become positive, then divide by x squared. So we try to factorize out. As we can see, we can factorize out the y, remaining 5x plus 3, and then x squared. So you can see this is a factor of y, this is factor of x, so they can separate. So answer is 1, 3. Then what is the equation of the circle if you touch x-axis? So we can see when you want equation of the circle, you need center and radius. So center, obviously we can see from the coordinate here is -4 and 3. So what is the radius here? So here is not radius, as you can see it already exceeds your circle. It already come out from your circle. So our radius we can find from the height of this when center until the perimeter of the circle. So this distance is 3, means radius is 3. So put in our standard form, when center x equals to -4 coordinate, y equals to 3, when you put in standard form, it will be x plus 4 square. For y, put in bracket, y minus 3 square. So you just move it back to the left hand side to put in bracket. Then radius square is 9. So this is our answer. Next, state the center radius of the circle which have the following equation. So make sure your general equation start with 1x and 1y. So this one can define as 2 is 2g. The coefficient of y here can define it as 2f as -4. Then c is -11. So to get center, we simplify, find out g. So center formula is -g, -f. So we have -1 and 2. So look like we have option 2 and option 3. Then we have to check for our radius. Radius is the square root of g squared plus f squared minus c. So g squared is 1, f squared is 4, minus c minus -11. So square root of 16, it gives us 4. So radius is 4. So therefore, this is our answer. Then for this question, given that AB is a diameter, so for the circle, diameter will passing through the center where A is 2, 0, B here is 2, -6. So find the equation of the circle. Therefore, we need to find out what is our center and what is our radius. So since we have diameter, our center here will be equals to the midpoint of AB. So 2 plus 2 over 2, y plus y coordinate over 2. So either 2, -3. So x equals to 2, y equals to -3. Later we put in bracket, it will be x minus 2 square, then y plus 3 square. And then equals to radius square. So to find the radius square, we can use the distance between 2 points. So here is the radius. So distance between 2 points, square root x minus x squared plus y minus y. Negative negative become positive 3. So when you have 3 square, equation is 9. So therefore this is our answer. The statement below is true about the circle and the line, except, so the first one, y equals to x plus 1 is a tangent to the circle. So if the line here is a tangent to the circle, so from the equation here we can read x equals to 3, y equals to 0, center is 3, 0, radius here is 8. So when it is a tangent, means the distance from the point to the line, the shortest distance from the point to the line y equals to x plus 1 supposed to be equal to 8 if the line is touching the circle. So this shortest distance will be our radius. So we test here, this shortest distance formula, modulus of line equation arranged in general, which is ax plus by plus c equals to 0. So it will be negative x plus y minus 1 equals to 0. We substitute the point where the point coordinate x is 3, y is 0, then minus 1. Then square root a squared, which is negative 1. So a is our coefficient of x, b is our coefficient of y, plus b squared. So modulus of negative 4 on square root 2. So which is given to square root 2. So we have mistake here. Our radius here is 8. So r squared is 8. So r should be square root of 8. 2 third 2. So distance also 2 third 2. So this is 2 third 2. So the line is a tangent. The shortest distance from the circle to the line also 2 third 2. And then the line is touching. So it will be, when you're touching, it is considered as tangent. So the line is cut. So this is wrong. When you cut, you will be having the distance shorter than your radius. When you cut in, so your distance, shortest distance will be less than your radius. Determine the length of the tangent from the point P. So here is 6, 6 to the circle. So circle here, you can see center is 3, y is 2, and radius is 9 square. So r is 3, so here is 3. So when we're having this point, it will be easier with using Pythagoras theorem. So we find out the distance, our c square, hypotenuse length is c to p. So it will be square root of 3 minus 6 square, and then 2 minus 6 square. So it will be 5. So when you're using Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse 5, adjacent length 3, so this distance is equal to 4. So this length of the tangent we mentioned here will be equal to 4. Then what is the equation for this ellipse shown as below? So firstly, when you're doing ellipse equation, what you need is x minus h squared over a squared, then y minus k squared over b squared equals to 1. So you need your center, you need your a, you need your b, sometimes you need your c to find out ab. So center, obviously from the coordinate here, is negative 3 and 1. And then the length of A is under X, means the length of X is horizontally. So this is the length of A. So from negative 3 to the coordinate here 0. So this length is 3. And then to find out the B, since this one is horizontal ellipse, means your A value should be greater than B. So for your B, it will be less than 3. So we guess that B is less than 3, and we can see the B distance here. So here they didn't give us any information, but we can see here. So since here is 1 unit, and then this B value is longer than 1 unit, so the b here will be in between 1 and 3. Therefore, when we put it into equation, our center, it will be x equals to -3, so x plus 3 squared, a squared, we know that that is 9. Then for y coordinate, y equals to 1, so y minus 1 squared, but b we are not sure, so b is in between 1 and 3, equals to 1. So b here, we find b squared, so it will be between 9 and 1. Therefore, we're going to find out which one equation is closer. So look at the x here, this is up, so this is x that we want. And then look at the b here, just the difference y plus 1 and y minus 1. So our answer is y minus 1. So this is the answer. And you can see b squared is between 1 and 9 here. So 4 is accepted. And then 4 is less than your a. So this is your ellipse equations. Next, determine the major axis and minor axis for your ellipse. So first of all, you see your a square and b square. B square is bigger than a square, so means your ellipse is vertically. So for x here, the value a square is equals to 9, means a is equals to 3. So about x here is horizontally, so this is 3, this is 3, this is our center in middle. Then for b is vertically for y axis, so b square is 16, b vertically is 4, so this is 4. Major axis will be the longer one, so major will be 2 times 4, which is 8. So minor will be the shorter one, so 2 times 3 equals to 6. So major 8 minus 6. Then look at this equation. They say what is the center for this ellipse? So we need to completing the square to find out the ellipse here. First, we rearrange our x and y. So for x part, we don't have any other x term to be completing the square, so we remain it. For y term, we can start completing the square, where y square we put in bracket. Then for this by, divide by 2, 4 divided by 2 is 2, then we're going to minus 2 square. So remain our x square, then y plus 2 square. Move the constant to the right hand side, it will be 4. So make sure this right hand side is 1, so everything divided by 4. So it will be x squared plus y plus 2 squared over 4 equals to 1. So the center here, we can read out x is equal to 0, y is equal to -2, coordinate 0, negative. So this is our answer. Then stick the vertex of this parabola. So y -2 square. For this part, 4 need to factorize out. So when you factorize out, you get 3. So factorize the right hand side. From here, we can read out y is equals to 2, x is equals to 3. So this vertex is 3, 2. X first, following by y. Then stick the parabola of this following diagram. So directrix here, y equals to 2, vertex here, and then focal here, and then x equals to 2. So x equals to 2 means this vertex is start with coordinate -2, and then this vertex touch your x-axis, y coordinate to be 0. So up here is 2 unit, so we know that this value p is 2 unit, below here is 2 unit. So to put your parabola equations, you need to know this is up, down, or left, right. So it's up, down, means it will start with x minus a squared equals to 4py minus k. So x coordinate here obviously is x equals to -2, so x plus 2 squared. So for p value, it will be distance for the vertex to directrix or the vertex to focal, which is 2. Then coordinate y, so y 0, y minus 0. So x plus 2 squared equals to 8y. Then one more thing, your parabola is open downward, so your p value should be in negative. So this is -8y. So this is our answer. Then last, for the following statement are true for the parabola. So we read out this parabola, y squared. So we leave the y term at left hand side. x term go to right hand side. We try to completing the square, y put in bracket, then b divided by 2, then square minus 4 square equals to 2x minus 22. So for the left hand side, we finish the completing the square, we move the constant to the right hand side, plus 16, negative 6. So now we're going to factorize the right hand side. So factorize out the coefficient from the x here, which is 2. So y squared, this equation start with y squared, means this parabola open left and open right. And then this is value of 2, means 4p equals to 2, p equals to 1 over 2, positively open to the right. So the first statement is correct. So again, the directrix is parallel to y-axis. So the directrix, this is our vertex, this is our focal. So means directrix will be in the opposite, in vertically. So this directrix is parallel to y-axis. Yes, this is correct. And then look at the standard form. So standard form is wrong because here supposed to be negative 3. So 1 and 2. So thanks for watching.